His guns, whack. His gadget, whack. His looks, my boy be looking kind of fresh though. Hi, how are you? I'm Border. And if you're one of the 30 regulars in my channel, then you know I play mainly COD. I know, what a fucking loser. But what if I told you I too, once upon a time, sweated in Siege? I mainly want to try doing this series because I know that the game has been out for a long fucking time. But Ubisoft did just drop the price down to $10, I believe, on most platforms. And it was free for a while on PC. So I am willing to bet there are some noobs coming to the game, and I can't wait. And I have truly missed this game. And just in my couple days of playing this game again, just getting used to controls, we've already met a couple of people that were new to the game and didn't know what operators to purchase. So this series is really meant to help out people who are completely new to the game. You know, people that are just coming off from COD, because I know people are leaving COD. They're jumping ship, and I don't blame them at all. So move over MW, move over Warzone, move over Cold War, because I am done with COD at the moment. I do not want to see another game developed by Infinity Ward Treyarch for another long while, because I am simply done. So now that my minute-long rant is over with, let us begin with episode 1 of this how-to series. This is how you're going to play with the operator Castle. Now, dear viewer, I know what you're thinking. Why the fuck am I picking Castle for episode 1? Why the fuck did I? I mean, it certainly wasn't because I had the most footage of Castle, though it totally was. But in all seriousness, I always see people hating on Castle, and I can see why, because he kinda is fairly useless, but not. Let me put it this way. Castle is not Michael Jordan. Castle is not Scottie Pippen. But Castle might be Ben Wallace. On his own, he may be insignificant, but when paired with a defensive-minded teammate, you'd be surprised at what a big nuisance he poses for the enemy team. Now, I am what you call a filthy casual, so let me break down Rainbow Six into layman's terms. In Rainbow Six, there are two respective teams, one defending the site, and one trying to take that site or attacking that site. Our boy Castle is a Pathfinder defender, or an OG, if you will, and as quoted from his actual wiki, Castle has a knack for putting people at ease. He does this by barricading entrances and windows with his therapeutic weighted blankets in order to lull the enemy into a false sense of security. His primary consists of the UMP-45 submachine gun, which deals a 38 standard damage within 18 meters, but then drops off to 23 damage after 28 meters. All while being accompanied with a 600 rounds per minute fire rate. And probably the worst trait of all, you only have a 26 round magazine. You see why I said his guns are kinda whack? Hashtag give Castle an MP7. His other option as a primary is the M10 shotgun, also known as the recoil on this gun is too damn high. I really wouldn't recommend the M10 as a primary, especially because you can equip the super shorty shotgun as your secondary. And I mean, you could just be a madman and have two shotguns in your class. Castle's secondary gadget is an option between one bulletproof camera or two bitch alarms, also known as proximity alarms, that will scream whenever an enemy is nearby. I think now is a good time to talk about the nap time mat itself. Like any other reinforcement, it can be applied to any window or doorway, but the tactical mat itself is a little more heavy duty. It can take 12 melee hits, and is not bulletproof or explosive proof. It will eventually go down. It can be taken out by Sledge's hammer, Ash's charges, Sophia's charges, Fuse's charges, Maverick's blowtorch, Callie's sniper, and Ace's breach in a can, as well as any breach charge or impact grenade. My typical Castle loadout mainly consists of the UMP-45 with the holographic sight and angled grip. Our boy Castle is an anchor, which means he's going to stay by the site most of the time. And with that being said, there are a few different ways that you can play this character, or at least there's a few different ways that I like playing this character. Method 1 is the We're Closed method. And the name tells you exactly what it means. You're going to close down the very entrances of all the points to the bomb. This is probably the most common way I see this character played. It's not necessarily the worst way you can play him, but there are certain aspects of this method that definitely hurt your team. For instance, it locks them into the site if they're not out of the site already, and if the attackers have not already found the site, they're going to know exactly where it is when they see all the barricades up. Which again, depending on how you play it, isn't a bad thing. But if you don't want that, then that's probably the method you want to do. There are going to be times when you're going to have to do this method, but it's really better used when you're in a corner because that way you can really watch your flanks. The second method I'm going to recommend is the funnel method. And this is really going to come in handy when you have a defensive-minded team because let's say you have a Jaeger and he puts down all his ADSs in the bomb site. Perfect, they're defended. Or if you have an Aruni, this works even better. You take your castle and you put your castle barricades at key choke points that are going to lead into areas of the bomb site where your team has purposely set up sites so that way you have created a kill zone effectively. Because yes, as a castle, you want to slow down the enemy team from getting into the bomb site, but more importantly, you want the enemy team to waste all their grenades and explosives. This method does take a little bit of team coordination, but it does prove potent at wasting attackers' time and assets. And finally, this last method I'm going to tell you about, I'm a little sad because I actually lost the footage to it. I cannot stress this enough. This method is for dumbasses only. Please do not do this if you're going to do it in ranked. Although I doubt if you're playing ranked or watching this video. If you are an idiot like me and my friends and want to go for clips, feel free to try out method 3, which I call the bait and switch. Alright, so several things have to go right for this to work. 1, you have to be in a lobby with a very aggressive attacking team. 2, nobody can know where the bomb is. And like everything else in Siege, 3, you have to converse and plan with your teammates. This plan will not work if you're going at it alone. You're essentially going to soft barricade a room next to you with the castle barricades, and you're going to lull the enemy team into attacking this room. Mix all that in with some inexperienced players, and my goodness, sometimes you get some amazing clips. I had a clip where 3 breachers breached this room that wasn't even the bomb site, and we got 3 soft kills on these people, and it was amazing. But sadly, the footage got corrupted, so I don't know if I can even find that footage anymore. I don't even know if I have it anywhere. I know this wasn't a super in-depth guide about how to play Castle. I'm honestly just hoping that if you haven't played Rainbow Six yet and you have seen this video, you at least have gotten your feet wet with this operator, and you can build from there. Please let me know if you learned anything useful in this video, or tell me if I got anything or everything wrong, because I am often an idiot, in the comments below. And let me know what operators you want me to do in the future. Leave a like if you like this video. This has been Porter, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Got him.
Nice. Was that reload cancel I just saw?
Yeah.